And we're back with some more Rimworld. And before we get started, I thought I'd make a little bit of a comment here on poor Katie's. I was looking for input on what pawns we should take into the next round, and no one mentioned Katie's. Not a single person thought, hey, we should keep Katie's. They're good. Well, actually, they're not. Bloodless, kind, misogynist. It just turns out people were not really feeling it. Not a single person mentioned them. Same thing with EP Geek. EP Geek, not a single person mentioned them either. Both of those are pretty much clearly out of the running for any kind of graduation to the next round. Oh, and there was some confusion over here when it comes to the genetic, dark vision. People were saying it doesn't actually help you move in the dark. It does, I should say. If you can see here, this pawn does not have it. Jameis does not have night vision. And as you can see, they've got a multiplier for light of 80%, which means their movement speed is 3.58 in the dark. However, if we move them out of there, you can actually see their movement speed down here in the bottom left. Their movement goes up to 4.48. And if we check here, this is Stalker. They do have night vision, and they have no movement penalty at all for being in the dark. So we can move them out of here. They're at 4.54. They're still at 4.54. That is one of the reasons why I like that so much. It just means when you're fighting at night, you don't have to worry about suddenly losing your movement speed the moment sunlight goes away. You can fight in the dark, no problems at all. Alright, now where were we? Yes. I installed a mod. There was some wonderful, wonderful suggestions in the comments, and they recommended this mod. This mod is called What's for Sale. Now, What's for Sale is interesting in that it allows you to look in here and check out all of the locations around you, and it will even tell you when they're going to restock. For example, this place here is going to restock in 19.1 days. It's Stonus at the whatever. So what this mod changes is when you have a comms console, you can check what the local shops around you have. And as they refresh every 30 days, you can keep up to date with it. And it's all searchable through here. Not only that, the mod also allows you to do this wonderful thing where you can come in here, you can change how far away it looks. For example, we'll just get rid of that. We're not even going to filter by distance. We're going to search the entire world, like everything on the entire planet, and we're going to look for crafting, actually cooking. And you'll see there's not a single mention of cooking anywhere, which is actually kind of unusual. But if we check for crafting, we can find there is actually awful crafting located on the map. Now, I was humming and hawing about trying to get us all the final genes we needed, but this I think is kind of nice because it allows us to find the genes legitimately in-game. Okay, true, we shouldn't be able to find out. I'm just going to assume this is we heard from a friend of a friend, or we called them up and like, hey, you got this in stock, and we'll like pop over and pick it up. But it's not all sunshine and roses, unfortunately. This gene pack for awful crafting that we really want to get our hands on is located at Colesataro or whatever, which is, well, we're over here, and it's over here on an island. So we have to somehow get from our base to there, onto an island and back again. And we have 30 days before the inventory there resets. I think that's a fun challenge. In fact, there's another gene I want to go get as well, but we'll worry about that in a minute. We can't get the cooking gene this round, but I think this mod sort of solves our problem. We don't have to cheat in anything. We just have to, well, search the entire map, which we realistically shouldn't be able to do. But it's enough of a problem, or if it's enough of a tweak, then I'm okay with it. Anyway, we need to put together some sort of caravan that we can get over there and somehow get to that location. Ooh, yeah, I'm thinking transport pods out and do a transport pod hopscotch. That's probably going to be the only way. And it is an Empire place, so we're going to have to send along either Cowger, Alex, or Doc Jeeves because they have the necessary titles. Well, we've implanted a mech link into Jason. They're probably going to get chosen. I've actually coloured in some of the pawns here. Jameis has now been chosen, sort of, well, the general consensus by a lot of people is Jameis should go into the next round. I'm going to put these in as temporary picks, let's say, that we're heavily leaning towards. We've also got Alex has also been picked, Zencon has also been picked, and Jason. However, when it comes down to Lunk's family line, it still seems to be quite evenly split between Waffle and Papersily. I don't know why. Just one thing I should probably point out. When it comes to tough, this actually stacks on top of robust. So, for example, if we grab Papersily here, they actually have the robust gene. And if we go into this section, we can find out under combat, yeah, incoming damage multiplier, 75%. That means 25% of the damage they take is, banished because they're robust. However, Waffle has tough, and they also have robust. And we're going to be splicing on robust to this entire gene line anyway. So if we go under their info here and go down to combat, we can see that incoming damage multiplier is 38%, meaning 62% of all damage done to them just disappears, basically. I think that makes them far more likely to be our chosen candidate. I haven't made up my mind fully yet, but I'm thinking it's definitely in Waffle's way. They're nimble, they're tough, they're psychically sensitive, which means when we hit them up with, where is it, focus, their speed should just go through the roof. Then we'll have to do some more testing to see. For now, though, we've got Jason attached to a mech link, and it's time to send, I think we're going to be dispatching probably Smokey. We're going to send Smokey on this trip. Or wait, no. Cowger. We're going to send Cowger on this trip because they have construction. Construction combined with call aid for the transport shuttle. We're going to stick them on this and we're going to start hopscotching them along. Alright, we have a transport pod loaded up with some dusters for money, Psychite tea, insect jelly for mood, components, Cowger, and then chem fuel, steel, fine meals, ambrosia, more stuff we can sell. And we're going to launch all of that as close as we can get to this area. Thinking... Ooh... I would like to get it right about here, let's say. Nope, it's beyond the maximum range. Right about there? What is this? We don't want to get too close to the pirates. There is... Fine. Alright, off you go. Well, let's see if this works out. Come on, transport pod. And once we land, what we can do is we can settle this location. We could call it a transport shuttle, but that unfortunately still won't get us there. What we're going to need to do is settle. Yeah, whatever. The people of Lair can go eat me. Actually, I wonder if they're cannibals. Nah, unlikely. Alright, we are at this location. That means we can immediately go in, go under miscellaneous, and build ourselves a pod launcher. Right. Cowger, get on that. Oh, actually, you want to take the alpaca to the pen. That might be an idea. In fact, Caravan hitching post. There you go. Prioritize roping that alpaca up. There you go. Now we're going to need you to build that pod launcher. Once the pod launcher is built, we want you to immediately crank on the transport pod, and you can set the fuel level all the way up to 150. Ooh, is that silver ore? No, we are not getting distracted. We are here for just a tiny split second. Oh, eating it at a table. Ooh, sorry, buddy. It's fine. Hauling the steel to the transport pod. Takes 110 steel to make, well, 50 for the pod launcher, 60 for the transport pod, and then one component for each. I think that's it. Perfect. Then we just load this up with everything we've got on the tile. Oh, I should probably make a home zone. Yeah, so everything in here needs to get stuck inside this transport pod. Okay, so the alpaca is too much weight. Right. I thought that was the lightest. That is the lightest animal I had. Looks like we have to leave the alpaca behind. This is going to be awkward. This is... Hey, the thing is, if we take nothing with us, we're at 32 kilos. So we got to make sure we sell everything. Oh. Yeah, this is... I'm not liking this. I maybe should have planned this more. Okay, let's see how close we can get to our location, though, where we want to go. Oh. Damn it, we're just shy. We need to get... No. It's fine. It's fine. We can just use the transport shuttle. Yeah, right to there is grand. Off you go. The animal, unfortunately, will be left there. That's a thing that's just happened. Okay, we'll send someone to collect it later. Alright, so you can call a transport shuttle. And that... trade. Yep, off you go. Perfect! Now, of course, the caravan's too heavy to move anywhere, but we don't care. We're gonna be selling everything here anyway. So yeah, you won't buy our Throne Before Dusters. Right. Well, this puts us in a bit of a sticky situation. I really thought I could sell those Throne Before Dusters here. That's why... You know what? We can't buy it with everything else we've got on us. However, I think what we can do is... You know what? We can sell them a Prestige Cataphract Helmet. We can make another. We just have to make sure they don't get shot in the head on the way home. Where is it? Yes, they will buy that for 1,700. That can means we buy what we want here. Thank you. We will take that. In fact, we might just take the shield core as well. And we're going to have to... I just realized something. We're going to have to drop the Throne Before Dusters. Oh god, that hurts. We can't go home with them. The problem is you can't fire skip when you're overburdened, immobilized with too much weight. So, we need... Oh, this was not my smartest play. Okay, just never tried this hopscotching before. Next time I need to be more careful. All right, that brings down our weight. And if we trade out the helmets now... Right, that still doesn't bring us down underweight. Wait, how is our weight still so far over? Oh, wow, it's all the silver we've got that's driving our weight over. Right. Let's grab a shield core. That should drop our weight from 45 to 43. We just need to drop a bunch more weight. We can take insanity lance. You can always find use for them. How about if we buy all the gold? That actually doesn't drop our weight at all. I mean, okay, it's realistic, I suppose. To make it home, we're going to have to dump some weight. I'm thinking... Get rid of all the meals. That's 2.64 kilos. That should actually drop us most of the way there. In fact, let's just get rid of 5 of those. Okay, fine. We'll get rid of all of those. Now we can fire skip. Oh, okay, that was mildly awkward, but done. Now, did we end up in with... Yep, we teleported right on top of Yunners again. This is why I built this door in here. It was just getting... Like, it's really frustrating that we... Not so much frustrating, just kind of funny that we keep ending up landing on top of Yunners. Sorry. You make it just a wonderful beacon, I suppose, with that psychic harmonizer. Everyone just wants to jump on top of you. With the addition of awful crafting to our gene assembly, we literally have all of the required components except one, which is great cooking. It's the only thing we're missing that we'd like to get our hands on. I mean, strong cooking is nice, but I'm a completionist. I want to get the final one. Fortunately, we can't. It doesn't exist in the world. In fact, there is no genes for cooking. I even tried checking all of the available genes with the +1s on them and the +2s. And the +3s, but there's no +3s. Is there a +4? I don't think you get one. So I've checked all of them. There's nothing available. But one thing we also would like to fix is Scarless. Currently, Scarless is kind of weak sauce for us. Where is it? Down here. Scarless, the only version we have, comes with robust digestion. This is only good if you want to eat raw food without cooking it. I want to cook food. I like having, that +5 mood boost from having fine meals. So, we need to find Scarless somewhere out in the world that we can go buy that doesn't come with this robust digestion. We just want the Scarless on its own, preferably. If we check under here, we can actually find 3 versions of Scarless. I love that we can find 3 versions of Scarless, but we can find nothing with cooking. Okay, we can find a skill trainer. 2 skill trainers? Anyway, Scarless. We have... one with Fire Spew and very attractive, maybe not. This one has Scarless, super fast wound healing and red eyes. I think I'd like that one, because we're going to put super fast wound healing on everyone just to make sure they can stay up and about. And then we have Scarless with Animal Warcall. Not sure I want that. Animal Warcall is -3 metabolic efficiency? Oh, hell no. I mean, super fast wound healing is -3 metabolic efficiency. I would much prefer that on everyone. So yes, we need to go to Sexbot City. Right. This one is much farther north. However, we do have something close by. That, this location, where is it? Where is that settlement we made? Is it, here it is. So with that, we might be able to get as far as there, I think. Would we? Huh. I should have really counted that up, shouldn't I? Well, time for the next leg of the journey. I think I've calculated this out, and we should be fine. Zoom in and choose a landing spot. You know what? Right here is grand, so. Okie doke. And we can hopefully take this alpaca with us. I kind of felt bad leaving it behind, but it hasn't been eaten or mauled yet, which is a good sign. You. Immediately get to work on that. No, I don't want you meditating at the animatree. Jesus. Prioritizing delivering to transport pod. Oh, we're also going to want to make sure you can actually construct, because you suck at it. I sent some spare resources just in case they mess this up. Which, oh, your construction skill is too low. Now, don't I feel like a silly Billy? I got an idea, though. So, we've sent over a package that should hopefully, help with the construction of this final section. Whenever it arrives. There we go. You, use the skill trainer to learn construction. I might need to buy a few more of those. 5? Oh, god damn it. So, to recap, after burning 120 steel, 2 components, and 300 chem fuel, we've managed to get enough over here for you to use this skill trainer to learn construction. I think I'm going to change the requirements on all of these guys so that they can do this in the future. Construction level 6. Yes, you can now prioritize constructing that pod. Don't mess it up. And then once you're done, you're going to prioritize refueling the launcher, and then we're going to hope that I didn't mess this up too badly. Come on. And done. Yep. One more. Seriously? That thing finished? Okay, we're fueled up. We're good to go. Let's load everything into this. If I've calculated this correctly, we don't need to chem fuel. We should be able to take everything with us. Number for Masterwork Duster. Yeah, that's all we really need. Huh. You know what? We can take the steel as well. Okay, I think we are good. Load it all up, boys. Damn it. I left out that other stuff, didn't I? I could have sworn there was more, and I was right. Alright, here we go. Now, please tell me I've calculated this correct. Yes, we can just about make it. What's our actual relationship with those, I should check? They're enemy. Okay, so we can't trade with them. That is fine. We should have enough of everything to just about make it. Form Caravan there. Go for it. You're going to be abandoning this tile at some point in the future. Alright, Caravan. You got to make it all the way over to Sexbot City. How long is that going to take you? 1.2 days. That's actually not so bad. Gear-wise, you should have 4 fine meals. You've got some wake-up medicine. Oh, we didn't give you any of the Psychite tea. Oh, you don't need it. You're not addicted. Fine. I think we're going to be abandoning this tile after this. Actually, we'll leave it. We might need this tile next time the shops refresh, because we might be coming back out this way. Once we get there, we do the trade, we get the gene we're looking for, and then we far skip back home. And I've already checked. This crowd will buy dusters. I've checked. They will buy dusters off us. Where is it? Yeah, dusters. So they will buy dusters. We can sell them on 2 of the Masterwork ones. And I made sure, I made a few changes here to the gear of Doc Jeeves. I just gave them a legendary Thrombophore duster. I took off their cataphract armor because it was too heavy. They couldn't actually fire themselves nearly as far with it. It will make dealing with attacks a little bit more dangerous, but that's a risk I'm willing to take to get my hands on that gene. And there it is. Scarless with super fast wound healing and red eyes. So all of our pawns are going to be Scarless and have red eyes. I like that. Also have super fast wound healing. Kind of like that too. Alright, that's that done. That means we got to far skip all the way back home. You know, without far skip, I don't think any of this stuff would be even remotely possible. It completely changes the game. What's the bets? We end up on top of Yunners again. Yep. Yep. Every damn time. Jeeves, you can get out of there, buddy. Off you go. You can take all the animals with you too. Sorry, Yunners. Well, now that they're home and now that they've got Scarless, and the only thing we're missing is great cooking. That's the only thing we're missing. That means we can start issuing out some gene packs, the final products. Now, I think, okay, Jason's pretty much a shoe-in for the next level. Reason being, they're industrious. Plus 25% global work speed. This entire pawn is going to be dedicated towards crafting, mostly. Some artistic on the side. We're going to need some good sculptures for reasons that'll become obvious a good bit later. And we'd also like them to be good at construction. And we're going to make them a crafting specialist. This is one of the reasons Stalker, or CM Dark here, can't do mining, cooking, plants, or animals. They're basically a make things good type of person, and all of those things have been blotted out by that skill. So the same thing is going to end up to Jason, so if you're wondering why they're incapable of all this stuff, it's just because we've made them into a crafting specialist. It's going to happen to Jason too. And as for their crafting skill, construction, and art, we can crank that up. We have the skill trainers. Now what really puts them over the top, though, is they're going to carry Animal Warcall and Furry Tail. All the rest of these genes are probably going to get overwritten. CM Dark here, they would bring along, nearsightedness, which is not good. And actually, that's about it. All the rest are going to be overwritten based on what I'm planning to attach to them. You see, we can make very, very customized gene packs. And I'm thinking for them, the first thing we want to do, go all the way to the bottom and add in the good stuff. Now, Scarless here, we didn't want that robust digestion. That's just a waste of 2 metabolic efficiency. We always wanted the fast wound healing, so Scarless, yes please. This also means, I think, that they'll heal any old wounds like brain scars or something like that. That should go away, which means even brain injuries, they can just lie down for 15 days and it should be gone. Gene Implanter comes with Hulk Body, so whatever, that's actually free. Then we've got Perfect Immunity, which comes with Pig Ears. Fine. Then Non-Senescent. We'll actually go with Fertile. This just makes them more likely to have kids, but it's basically free. Then we've got Ageless, which comes with Cat Ears, which we'll have to fight with the Pig Ears. We don't care. Deathless, which comes with Cold Weakness. And then for Archite Metabolism, we have the choice between Fire Resistance or Low Sleep. I'm going to go with Low Sleep, even though we're probably going to go with Low Sleep and Fire Resistance on everyone anyway. So that's all the basic ones out of the way with. And you'll notice our metabolic efficiency is 0, as this is completely neutral for us. The only thing this costs is 8 Archite capsules. Expensive, but not the end of the world. Then we want to cram some good things on top of there. Basically, I want great construction. It's a +8 bonus, but I like that. Namely because it's really hard to get up to +20 construction. But a +8 on top of that, very, 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 very useful. And then on top of that, we're also going to want great crafting. I could probably get away with good crafting. It's just we don't have good crafting. All we've got is great. That's mildly unfortunate, but it is the way it is. Then it comes down to artistry, of which we are going to want great artistry, because getting up to 20 artistry is pretty hard unless you're full-time dedicated. And this person is going to be doing art, construction, well, art and crafting. Crafting primarily, a little bit of art, a little bit of construction. So we're going to want those strong. And then there's intellectual, which they want on top of that. And I think strong intellectual is enough. They don't need great intellectual. Strong is fine. They're not going to be spending an awful lot of time at it. And that was their final stat we had to worry about. Of course, this puts us at -10 for metabolic efficiency. So let's start piling on negatives. Things that we do not want them to have. Basically, awful cooking. They're never going to be cooking. Awful mining. Never going to be mining. Awful planting. There you go. Awful animals. Awful medical. And awful social. That gives us some room to play around with. We're also going to give them psychite dependency. It's a cheap, easy +4 points. On top of that, we are going to give them major cell instability. That's another +4 that's free. The lifespan we don't care about because we're immortal. Cancer rate we don't care about because you can never get it. And immunity gain speed we don't care about because we can't get sick. So done. Now what else was there? Yes. Kind instinct, which we're going to use to counteract the very unattractive and the aggressive. So for those of you wondering here, there's been several questions about this one. Very unattractive gives them -40 social, which means they're going to hate each other and never get married. They'll never be able to hook up with anyone because everyone will hate them. However, if they have kind instinct, no one will care. Everyone will just ignore good looks or bad looks. They don't mind. It completely cancels out the very unattractive. And aggressive means, well, it doubles their chances of social fights. But kind instinct means they're far less likely to ever insult anyone at all. Plus, this kind instinct means they're going to occasionally compliment each other, which actually works as niceness. The only downside is if they do have a mental break, it's twice as likely to be violent. It's the only reason I don't go with hyper-aggressive. Hyper-aggressive costs one more, but it means mental breaks are always violent. That's just for 1 point, I'm not willing to go that extra step. Now, one recommendation was dead calm. We could stick on dead calm. The only problem with that is it completely counteracts aggressive. It's you can either be dead calm, aggressive, or hyper-aggressive. And the problem is dead calm overwrites aggressive, which means we've just lost 3 points right there. That cost us 3 metabolism points. So we're currently at +10. We take that out, it goes up to +13. So we're kind of better off leaving it this way. Even if we got rid of kind instinct, we're still only saving ourselves we're still costing ourselves 2 points. Not worth it. I think this is much better. Plus, we can try this out for a day. We can try this out for a day and see how it works out. Oh, a couple of things that also came up. For example, why don't we stick weak immunity on our pawns? Because, well, they've got perfect immunity now. Well, weak immunity here, as you see, is been suppressed. Your perfect immunity counteracts any negatives. So you don't gain the bonuses from that point. For example, we're +13 and we remove that, still +13. Doesn't do anything. It's unfortunate, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Now, originally I was going to go with super clotting, and I'll throw that in for now, but in the end I decided to remove it. You'll see why later. I also went with very happy. We want to keep all our pawns super happy. I went with total antitoxic lung. Now, there were recommendations as, hey, why don't we just put in some bionic lungs? However, what I want to combine on top of that is pollution stimulus. Pollution stimulus means if you're around pollution, you get a 15% bonus to your consciousness. Well, I want to do is, on our next base, pollute the whole place. However, the kids would die if we didn't give them bionic lungs or something like that to counteract this, and the lungs would take forever to get to in tech-wise. So we kind of need, if we want to use pollution stimulus, we gotta have built-in antitoxicity. So I figure, why not do it that way? Next up, we've got fire resistance, which is a no-brainer considering how many tesserons, whatever the hell you call them, are around the place. I do not want to be dealing with those. Robust reduces the damage everyone takes, and for 2 points, I'm willing to make that. Then we got dark vision. That means we can move at full speed at night, and in fact we can just get rid of lights in our base altogether. We want elongated fingers for the 110% manipulation bonus. That is incredibly useful for a crafter, and smooth tail. Thank you very much. That also gives us a bonus to crafting. Where was the rest I wanted? Ooh, actually I made a mistake in my previous calculations. I hadn't included awful mining, which means we have 2 more points to play with than I was anticipating. Anyway, we're going to throw on great shooting on top of that. Great shooting means we'll have +8 to our shooting and always have a passion in it. It means we should be able to get, assuming we can chuck this on everyone, well, except for Lunk's line, obviously, we should be able to get everyone up to 20 shooting. That seems incredibly overpowered, but that's fine. That still leaves us with, actually, 1 free point. Gonna run this. I think I would like to go hemogenic for an extra free point, and then long jump. I kind of want long jump on everyone if at all possible, and that seems... Yeah, that seems good. So we've maxed out metabolic efficiency at -5. We can't go above that. Complexity is 69. We're going to need to build a bunch of processors for that. But I think this should be Jason's package. Yes, perfect. Now all we need to do is build an awful lot of complexity onto this. 69. Okay, we're going to need to go... yeah, we're going to need a lot more of these. Like, an awful lot more. Give me a few minutes to start building. There we go. Much better. Lots more production capacity right there. We're up to 7 complexity. Excellent. So, Jason, final. I think we can load you up. It's going to be weird. Oh, we should probably give you teeth. Damn it, I forgot to give him... Oh, wait, we have no way to give him teeth. He's just going to have to drink blood the old-fashioned way, like from a bag. That worth it? You know what? I'm not convinced about the long jumping. I mean, the thing is, they're going to be spending most of their time indoors crafting, so I don't really want to do it. It seems like a waste, especially when we can't pile the rest on top of it. I think our best bet is to stick on just strong melee. Give them a little bit of a melee bonus. That way they've got decent combat and they're specialized entirely in everything else they need. I think that, yeah, that should work. So we will call this Stalker. Perfect. And then they can start making that. That's going to take 23 hours, and then we can implant it. Jason, what's your metabolic efficiency? It is 0. Perfect. We can just chuck that directly onto you. We don't need to do anything fancy. This has, unfortunately, chewed through all of our plasteel reserves. We're down to 110 plasteel, and we need more plasteel. So we're going to start mining from near the hospital. I don't really want to do it, but this is the closest and most convenient place to get it from. We're probably going to take some damage for this, but you know what? It's okay. We're right beside the mechs, so the mechs can help out and do the tanking if needs be. Ooh, I should probably get rid of some of those toxic waste packs while we're here. It's going to be interesting to see how this works out. 3 hours left on that. Excellent. I'm looking forward to seeing how Jason stacks up once they're fully pumped. Before we go implanting that, I should probably take care of the mad boomalope over here. Turns out, yeah, I forgot to destroy this. Yeah, we can abandon this area, I think. The only thing we've got here is this old pod launcher. I think we can handle the loss of that. So, abandon. Oh well, and now we have... Yes. Well, time to select Stalker Xenogerm, and I say we order the implantation into Jason. Alright, Jason. Time to get your genes on. Yep, this is it. Jason, resulting metabolism would be too low, -9. Now, this is a thing that can happen. Basically, if we stick this onto Jason, it's going to counteract a bunch of his other genetics, like it's going to get rid of slow wound healing, and it's going to get rid of probably great animals, or awful animals, whatever. Whatever happens at the end of it, his metabolic efficiency is going to be too high. However, I believe there is a workaround. Let's grab ourselves a prisoner out of storage. Yeah, actually, no, cancel that. We'll grab the one from over here. I don't know why this one is the one. Yeah, we'll grab that one from over there, and we'll use that prisoner to act as a sort of a carrier for it. Alright, so this is June. June is a baseliner. Actually, we had a mole person in that one, so we had to find June out of here. But June here can be implanted with this Xenogene, namely because, actually, we can do it either or. You can either select the Xenogene, or you can go under Operations, and you can go into Order It, and, yeah, this one, Stalker Xenogene. Yep, that is a lot. Or, let's get that implantation started. You gotta remember, this thing actually has a gene implanter built into it. So, if you check there's a gene implanter built in, and we can use that to overcome the metabolism thingy. Oh, which reminds me, we're also going to do something else. Yeah, that goes ahead. That means we're going to have to wait for 2.3 days before their xenogermination coma runs out. Unless we can just do it now, can we? Jason, what happens? Cannot absorb. Jason is already hybrid. We'll find out in a minute. Well, I've just found a sucky bug in the game. I don't know if it's a bug intended or... just let me try and demonstrate. This here is June. June has been implanted with our gene package, which is great. And if we got to, say, implant Demon with it, Damon here is a default Impid. They don't have anything spliced onto them. They are a completely vanilla Impid. And if we said, hey, we want you to go up there and absorb their xenogerms, they can. No problems at all, because they are default Impid. But if we were to, say, take someone who's been spliced, like Chewbacca over here, they are actually a basic B. what we've done is taken a Yttakin, whatever they're called, the Chewies, whatever. We've taken the Chewie line and we've spliced some genes on. They can't absorb the xenogerms from this pawn because they've been modified from their base type. So, that's awkward. But what's even more awkward is hybrids. You see, when we breed two separate pawns together, we end up with a special gene line that are referred to as hybrids. Any new pawn that's been combined with two others is a hybrid. Hybrids cannot absorb xenogerms. So, to recap, none of our children can absorb xenogerms from someone else. It's impossible for them to do so. Yeah, that seems like a problem because our entire plan was to make nothing but hybrid pawns and combine hybrids with more hybrids and tack on xenogerms on top. This could put a bit of a spanner in our plans. I need to do some thinking and testing. Okay. I think I found a workaround. Okay, so Jason here is the one we want to implant the genes into, right? Smokey here is a vamp. And Smokey has, where is it? Yeah, they also have implant gene thingy. So what we're going to do is get Smokey, turn Jason into a vamp. Which, okay, I know, it doesn't seem like it's going to help us too much. I want you to rescue. Yeah, rescue Jason there, put him into a bed. Right, we'll get you your gun. Now, what'll happen is, when they wake up, they should be a vamp, and they're classified as a default vamp. So as a default vamp, they should be able to absorb xenogenes. For example, Lunk over here could totally absorb xenogenes. And so could Smokey because they're also a vamp. So despite being a hybrid, because they've got the vampire genes spliced on top, it means it should all work out. Well, we'll find out in 2 days. June, you will be out of your coma in 2.3 days. So in 2 days, Jason gets up, and they should be able to accept the genes from June, is the plan. Well, let's find out. Well, looks like Lunk and Stalker have started fighting again. What's the bet Stalker started? Stalker called Lunk a gazelle. Actually, that seems pretty accurate. I mean, he's very light on his feet. Stalker is like a gazelle in terms of speed and stuff. Smokey, gonna want you over here if you wouldn't mind. Nope, never mind. They've stopped trying to beat each other up. Please tell me Stalker didn't get too badly injured. Okay, he bit you on the torso, and he hit you with his head, so he headbutted your right shoulder, and your left leg, and and your tibia. What? So he headbutted you a bunch? Okay, Lunk's got a bruise from a human fist. That seems far more reasonable. All right then. Okay, Doc Jeeves. You know what? I have forgot about that. I have to clear you from. Yeah, you don't need to wear that Trumbo fur duster anymore. There you go. Sorry about that. You can go put on some real armor. Jason, how you looking right there? You are at 23.4 hours, and we can actually see if this works. It should. June, you are still unconscious for 1.2 days. I want to make sure you don't wake up in case you try to do something like stupid, like have a prison break. I would hate to have to take you down because, killing you would be a very expensive mistake. Look at those stats. Oh my god. Oh, I can't wait until Jason gets their new skills. All right, Jason's about to wake up. Come on, buddy. Excellent. Now you can go... absorb xenogerm. Yeah, June's whatever. Yeah, who cares? We can grab all of those genes and cram them in. Come on. Yeah, we killed whoever. And beautiful. Metabolic efficiency is now -8, which is supposedly impossible. But whatever. Possible, impossible, doesn't make a difference. They're now immune to all forms of toxicity, can see in the dark, elongated fingers, smooth tail. Yes. Now all we have to do is queue up an operation to install a nuclear stomach. Yes. Now does someone want to rescue them and carry them over to a medical facility so we can install the stomach? Here comes Katie's now. Nuclear stomach arriving in 3, 2, 1... Perfect. All right, so with a nuclear stomach, that means it'll cut down drastically on their need to eat. It divides it by 4, so they shouldn't be eating about 1 meal a day. And the thing is, you kind of do want them to eat 1 meal a day. That's because they get a bonus out of it. For example, where is it? 8 fine meal plus 5, but extremely impressive dining room of 6. When they eat the meal, it gives them the extremely impressive dining room bonus. if you don't have them eating once a day, they're not going to get that, and they miss out on that. Also, they'll miss out on the 8 fine meal as well. So you kind of want them to eat at least 1 meal a day. That way you get an extra plus 11 mood. I kind of like that. What is major break risk? Alex. Oh. Well, yeah, high psychic drone. You know what? Let's put you into storage. Actually, no, not that one. Let's go into... Enter that crypto sleep casket if you wouldn't mind, buddy. Yeah, there you go. We'll pop you out once that psychic drone has ended. Smokey should also be... Yeah, they're not like another, but they're in range of the psychic harmony of Yunners, which is keeping them just above breakpoint. And when they're not meditating, they're doing drugs, so they're staying close enough to Yunners that it's keeping them just barely sane. Alright, and Jason, how long before you're up and about? I want to see what you're like after all of this. Oh, wow. They're terrible at everything, but what they're good at, they're good at. Oh my god. Now, bear in mind, their base skill at crafting is 4. Oh, and we have a bunch of skill trainers. Wait till you see what they look like after we cram some skill trainers on top of this. Ah, damn it. I was hoping we could get to the point of finding out how Jason was going to be after we've juiced them, but it seems we're getting attacked. The Wensonk Union, Wensonk, whatever. These twonks. Okay, the twonks are coming after us, and... Yeah, blah, 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 blah. They're going to random factors about normal raid strategy, stage, then attack. Stage, then attack. Wow. Did someone say toxic gas? Okay, we got everyone lined up. We have loaded up 3 tox shells into this. We are going to remove the whole fire, and we're going to see what 3 tox shells will do to that location over there. Everyone, fire. Then you're going to hold fire. Stalker won't care. They're actually immune to toxic gas, so... Oh, it actually pollutes the area for a while. Well, that's nice, though I don't think it's fatal. How long does that last for? You guys, toxic gas moderate? Moderate? Ooh, that could be interesting because it lingers an awful long time. That is kind of nice. You 3, I think we're going to get you to target... Oh, wow, that's taking a while to load up. We are going to get you to target over here. Right there. Should hit the ground. There's fine. Get rid of whole fire. Off you go. Perfect. I'm curious to see how effective this is, as opposed to explosives. Where's the third one? Oh, there we go. Ooh, that looks far more effective. Well, why don't you guys just hang around out there? That reduces consciousness, messes with them a fair bit. Also pain, sight, breathing. How's this crowd doing down here? Oh, yeah, I'm also trading at the moment. I'm gonna keep hitting these ones up in the top right. I figure... Oh, never mind. They're actually attacking. Hold fire. Yeah, we're gonna get everyone into the kill box now, I think. Well, once they've reloaded those mortars. Wait a minute. They didn't move. I'm liking this toxic gas approach, though. I think what makes it so nice is they don't actually attack you, and they just sit there and eat gas poisoning for a long period of time. We might actually... You know what? We're going to set off another bunch of shells on these guys. Why not? Like, this is basically just weakening them for no cost. Okay, toxic gas shells. But we can make more of those. It's only a little bit of toxic gas. Most of these incoming enemies have at least toxic buildup minor. Quite a few of them are over in the... Or is it initial? Minor? Whatever. It's reduced their consciousness, their moving, their manipulation, and makes them, I think, just easier to kill. Yeah, what I can see, they're not really... Well, it's taken the edge out of them, but I think if we had more mortars with more toxic gas shells, we could have literally killed most of them. Yeah, you guys are not going to make it too far. Welcome to the kill swamp. Or was it the Lake of Irreversible Fate? The Lake of Inevitable End. And construction bots. I could have sworn I changed all you guys to kids inside. Except for you. You, get out of there. Get out of there. Other names that people come up with is the Kill Bog. Also the Kill Pond. The Water Park Fun Zone, which I like that one. The Pond of Perpetual Pounding, which, just no. Then we've got the Puddle of Punishment. Very nice. River of Blood. 2 on the nose. The Death Lake. Camp Crystal Lake, because we have Jason with a close combat fetish. Whatever, there's loads of different names for this. Or the Murder Moat, I like that one. Now, I think we can speed this along a bit with... Where's Lunk? Lunk, are you taking a nap? You know what? Come over here for a minute, buddy. We are going to get you to go and mess these guys up with a little bit of Berserk Pulse, because otherwise it's just too easy to kill them this way. Oh, okay, this is going to make it even easier, but it'll be at least faster. And we'll put a Berserk Pulse right there. And we'll put a Berserk Pulse right there. And we'll let them murder each other for days. Done. Problem solved. And they're breaking and running. Now, a few of them are going to try and make it out the doors over here, so we're going to send some people to intercept and shoot as many of them we can, because we don't like them doing that, because that's just a really annoying thing for them to do. They'll do it, it's just, it's kind of annoying. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Yeah, that seems to be working. Oh! I just realized some of them are still active. You, shoot that guy. Then I want you to shoot that one. Yeah, I think I may have forgot what was going on here. 1 second. Actually, never mind. We have Smokey right here. If things get anyway problematic, Smokey can take them and start skipping them back. And then we can take a Berserk Pulse and put that right about there. There we go. Guys, what are you doing? Attacking? I think I need to make a few changes here. You guys all need to bugger off over here. Actually, mini Berserks. That's a better idea. You, Berserk. You, Berserk. And done. Now, you three. Let's concentrate on the stuff right in front of us, shall we? Yeah, like right about there should be fine. Ah, perfect. Okay then, Jeeves, no, Jeeves, get back out there. Yeah, of course some of them are going to break and run. We just set a whole bunch of them on fire. That was totally worth it. I should have used the incendiary cannons earlier. We've had that for ages, and I haven't been thinking to just, you know, fire it off every so often. I'm a muppet. Okay, we'll put out the flames anyway. Or some of them. Oopsie. Hey, Chewbacca, get over there. You know, put out some of those fires if you wouldn't mind. Jason has arisen. We've also given them 2 bionic arms, because of course we have. Unfortunately, they're 14, so they're going to be a little bit slower because they're not quite an adult, but I think this first one's going to improve them. Where are we? Their crafting is now 20, because they took a crafting trainer, which took them from 4 to 12. This was so quick because they have a double burning passion in it, of course. Now they're going to get shooting, I think, which takes them up to 20 as well. What's the next one I put in? Artistic, which takes them up to 19 in artistic. And then they're getting off of there. Oh, so we need construction, melee, and intellectual if we've got some left. We don't have construction available here as a booster. That's fine, though. We do have melee, which takes them up to 14, which, yeah, that's fine. It wasn't really their primary. We do need to find them a construction thing. Actually, construction. There is several constructions around. Oh, they're probably a long distance away. You know what? It's fine for now. But this is what Jason looks like after they've got their genes spliced on. They're looking... Ah, that is just perfection. Absolutely beastly. Now, we could throw them into a growth vat and speed them up to 18, but no, they need to grow and learn on their own. In their Masterwork Phoenix armor, Masterwork Cataphract helmet, Masterwork Devil Strand shirt and pants, I think they are going to be an excellent pawn to send on to the next round. Now, there's not going to be that much in this episode, unfortunately, because a lot of it was spent with me trying to figure out how to dope up Jason. And then the plan will be to dope up the others as well. Like Alex, I'm thinking they're going to need like psi abilities. Like we're going to be focusing on different things with each one. This one was all about crafting, construction, that type of thing. Alex is going to be all about, we want to give them psi powers. Their psi level is already 152 neural heat. Give them some more neural heat, allow them to sleep in casks and stuff. Ooh, so many things to do. But that will be for the next episode. I hope you enjoyed and good luck.